Hello guys and welcome. So in this video I wanted to answer the question, what is Valorant? This video is aimed at people who know nothing about Valorant and have always been curious. Hopefully it will serve as a good starter guide for you. So you might have noticed the last day or two as of recording this video that Valorant has been exploding all over streaming services such as Twitch and so on. And the reason why is because it just entered closed beta access. I made a video yesterday to talk about how to sign up for the beta, and also the fact that if you sign up with your Riot account, you link Twitch and then watch the selected Twitch streamers such as Summit1G and so on, then you have a chance to enter the closed beta. So that's the reason why Summit had, I think, in excess of 170,000 concurrents at one point yesterday, which is the highest he's ever had. So congratulations, Summit. I have been watching Summit for years, but that's a story for a different time. Now, the game is a free-to-play multiplayer first-person game, which is being developed by Riot Games. Riot Games are basically infamous for making League of Legends, which is the free-to-play MOBA. And it's been around for many, many years. The game was first announced with the codename Project A in October 2019. Set to be released on PC with no console ports confirmed at this time. Two teams play, or five play against each other. Players assume the role of agents with unique abilities and use an economy system to purchase utilities and weapons. In the main game mode, the attacking team has a bomb called the Spike that they need to plant on a site. If the attacking team successfully protects the bomb and it detonates, they get a point. If the defending team successfully defuses a bomb or the 100-second round timer expires, the defending team gets a point. Eliminating all opposing team members also earns a round win. The first team to win the best of 25 rounds wins the match. There are currently 10 known agents in Valorant. Agents each have special abilities that are either bought before rounds or earned throughout elimination in the game. Valorant has been compared to Valve's Counter-Strike Global Offensive, CSGO, with both games having two teams of five attempting to plant a bomb, basically. So I guess the difference is that this is going to be free to play, whereas I don't think CSGO is free. I think you have to pay. It's not exactly expensive, but it's still not free either way. Now, CSGO has been one of the most popular games for many, many years for Valve. So it's nice that they're finally getting a strong competitor. Though it's not going to make CSGO any less of a game. But focusing on Valorant, now something that they've said is that when you look at the graphical style, you see it's not exactly, ray tracing Super HD, like 4K texture game. Of course not. It's simplified graphics, simplified everything. It looks sharp, but it looks simple. The reason they're doing that is to make sure that the frame rate stays high, even for people who have very low-end machines. Linus Tech Tips made a really great video where they partnered with streamers such as Shroud in order to show the importance that frame rate has on competitive shooter gameplay, such as 60 frames versus 144 frames versus 240 frames, and so on. And not only that, they also then did the comparison of if you have 240 frames being put out by the computer, but it's only being displayed on a 60 hertz monitor, for example. So they really went in depth, but the results were fascinating. But the conclusion was simply is that the higher the frame rate, the more competitive you can be. That's the conclusion. But I will link that video in the description. Also, I will link to this trailer for the alpha footage, to the official website, to the Wikipedia, and so on. And I will also link, like I said, to my other video, which I released yesterday, which explains how to sign up for the closed beta, in case you want to try and get in for the closed beta. Now, games like this, basically, is that you excel at games like this with your knowledge of the map. So even if you see the map in the top left, it's not going to save you. You're going to have to just know the layout of the map. You're going to need to get used to where characters attack from and the strategies teams use and anticipate them. Also, as well, you see these sort of unique abilities that they have, these sort of weird, colorful, like smoke screens they have. You need to tactically be able to place them and so on. So I'm sure as time goes, like the strategies that teams use will get better and better and better and better. So if you are really into this sort of game, I would say get in as soon as possible to start the learning process, because if you come in late, you're going to have a very hard time catching up. At least that's my experience with CSGO. So, like I said, guys, I'm going to link as many useful resources into the description down below. In case you were wondering why this game is blowing up all over streaming services the last day or so, that is why. It's set to be released, they said, during summer 2020. I don't know if they've said an actual release date, and there is no console version confirmed yet, but it doesn't mean that there won't be in the future. But for now, PC only. Also, as well, Riot Games does have a target to try and make sure the game is available running at less than 35 millisecond latency everywhere, but they have said they can't guarantee that because simply you know, it's a big goal to try and put that goal all over the world. Simple as that. It said it might not be available in certain places, certain countries, and so on, but they will try their absolute best. I'm sure that a lot of the infrastructure of the game and the data centers are going to piggyback off of League of Legends. Like, I doubt all of it is simply going to be brand new data centers. But at the same time, because they've, like I said, they've simplified the graphics and so on, then it means that your PC can spend more time focused on the smoothness of the gameplay and the quickness of the frame rate, rather than trying to put out some unbelievably amazing graphics, if you know what I mean. But if that doesn't bother you and you're more just curious about the competitive edge, how good your aim is in these games and so on, then hopefully this will be the game for you. And because it's free to play, I say no harm. You know, it's completely free to play. Try it. Now, the reason why games like League of Legends and this game prosper with a free to play model is because simply when people really start liking the game, then yeah, they will spend real money on cosmetics. And on average, people who do spend money on cosmetics spend a hell of a lot more money on cosmetics than they would have if they just bought the game for retail price. So that's the reason why companies like Riot Games can absolutely prosper, is because they go for very, very high counts of players, and then the few players who do actually buy the cosmetics then effectively fund everyone playing. Simple as that, and more. So, and that's why these companies can continue to grow and so on. So some companies are kind of greedy with the free-to-play model. Some game companies hide behind pay-to-win, where basically you pay, for example, like this game, if they had pay-to-win, you would buy for cash more powerful guns and stuff like that. But simply, no one will take the game seriously, and no one will respect it if that's the case. Like, people will just consider the people who pay money to be, they call them whales, and everyone else is sort of screwed. Basically, simple as that. But there isn't anything like that in this game that they've announced. So tell me, guys, are you interested in Valorant? Did you play the closed beta? Did you get in? Are you still desperately trying to get in? What do you think of the free-to-play model? Did you play League of Legends in the past? Like, let me know in those comments down below. And I am trying my best to just help Riot Games to just advertise this game as much as possible, and so on. Hopefully it'll be a success. I think it'll be a success whether I help or not, but having massive streamers also support it is a good way to get in. But as long as the game itself is actually fun, I think the route to success for all developers these days, which was really evident with Final Fantasy XIV, is that the developers actually really listen to the feedback from the players. So as long as there's good communication between the players and the development team, and the development team respond to the player feedback in a positive way, and also that the players do the developers a favor by responding to them in a positive way, then yeah, then you're in for a good time with this game. So guys, like I said, let me know in the comments down below, are you interested in this game? I hope this What Is video has been useful for you, and has told you everything you need to know, and as well with my how to sign up for the closed beta or the download tutorial video I did yesterday as well. And yeah, and if you've ever been fascinated about what effect frame rate has on gameplay for games like this, then please check out Linus Tech Tips video. It was very, very interesting. Like, I don't usually play games like CSGO and so on, but I still watched that video and I still learned a lot from it. So, and what was really interesting, like Shroud, for example, I love Shroud. I love everything about him. He's one of the best streamer competitive players there is in the world right now. And he struggled on a 60 hertz, 60 FPS game mode of CSGO. Struggled. Like, he missed most of his shots, literally. So watch the video if you don't even believe me. So it really does matter a lot, like how much frame rate you have. So yeah. Anyway, sorry guys, I'm rambling. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. You can watch a random video over there. You can watch the latest upload down there, or you can click down here to subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye bye.